Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Knights of Knee. I'm Jordan, yet again, your usual host, and today we're looking at the Bretonnian Hippogryph Lord that I got. I think this was a resin recast. I can't remember if it was Citadel Finecast or a resin recast. They're so similar, and they're so terrible. I honestly can't remember the difference. But I've had him for a while, about a year. And I finally got them together and finally painted them up because I'm going to use them. So let's talk a little tactics here. And I want to talk tactics because I don't know why I never noticed this. It's just a tactic I've recently seen when I was looking through my book, and I finally decided to look up all the Bretonnian rules, go through everything, and make sure I understood what they did. And it's so stupid easy. I can't believe I've never done it before. So, Peasant Bowman, because there's no way to protect this Hippogryph, right? He gets the blessing of the lady as long as the rider has it anyway, and that's it. He doesn't get any other kind of save. He doesn't have a scaly skin save. He doesn't have armor. He's just naked in the wind, hanging up there. I mean, granted, he's toughness 5, which is excellent, but he's only got 4 wounds to go with the fact that he's a large target, and that's it. He's terrible. He's one of the worst monsters in the game. It's just plain and simple. But let's talk about taking a lord on him, and a peasant bowman. I like to take my unit peasant bowman 14 to 16 to 20 strong. I don't know why. I just like those numbers. Sometimes I'll take 10. I'm not super fan of the number 10. Just looking at them, the unit looks small and weak, and it takes a second to blow them off the table. It's a stiff breeze. We'll get rid of them. But I think when you look at 14 and 16, they can stick around a turn or two after taking some casualties, provided you pass their leadership test or some knights are nearby, which they should be. I think they do well. But the trick here is to take a unit and to not move, so they get those defensive stakes. And it's so important, and I finally read through the rules for fences and obstacles, and I'm just kicking myself in the teeth because I did not know these things. So I'm just here to help enlighten you. Turn 1, you have this guy just about kissing that peasant unit in the butt, and they're in front of him because of the defensive stakes. This is going to keep him safe because you're going to go second. You got to get the blessing. If you're taking a Hippogryph or a lord on a Royal Pegasus, you got to take the blessing. They're going to get snuffed turn 1 if you don't. You got to take the blessings. You're going to go second. You put these guys in front of him, or you put him up later behind them, whatever, however you want to do it, so that if someone shoots a cannonball, it's not going to protect you against 1 or 2, but it will protect you against the first one for sure. And they end up having to strike the peasant unit first because it's a fence and it's an obstacle. The cannonball just destroys their defensive stakes. It doesn't do any damage. It stops. That's amazing. And if someone doesn't have a cannonball or something that does random shots like that, I think it's specifically just cannonballs that it affects like that. If they want to shoot at the peasant bowman first, those stakes give them -1 to hit, or I guess it gives them a soft cover. So yeah, -1 to hit, and then they get some other bonuses too. But that's insane. Like, it's so good. And I've always wanted. I finally finished painting my fences that one of my buddies got me. So I'm definitely gonna be putting them into more games. But I just never looked at how good fences were and why you should take them. I'm not sure why I just never did it. I just kind of passed up. It's kind of like how I forget the damsels give magic resistance to a unit, and that's super important too. It's just ridiculous. Another thing to do with him, outside of hiding him behind that unit, is to give him insignia of the quest. Now, I don't quite, because I don't think the FAQ ever clarifies, but I think it does. Maybe it says specifically the knight only, but I can't remember. We'll just pretend it's the knight only. If he's ever going to be killed or reduced to 1 wound, he immediately gains a 3-up ward save, and that can be against everything. And then once he has that 1 wound, he gets a 3-up ward save to stay alive to nullify any further damage too. So cannonball hits him, deals 6 damage, roll a 3-up, he passes, he's got a wound left, and he gets that 3-up ward for the rest of the game while he has 1 wound. So this is, in combination with taking the Lore of Life, it's gold. Because you can cast Lore of Life with your damsel, and it's going to give him wounds back throughout the game. It's just such a powerful. I mean, granted, this unit is like, it's giving me like 400 or 500 points, or close to 500 points. So I mean, you have a huge, massive chunk of your army in one single model. and this is just a sneaky trick to keep him alive. But that's what I was looking at. I thought I'd like to share, and hey, maybe someone else will benefit from this too. As always, you guys have a great day.